Jason Werner, you work in hotel.
So my reply is,
Why do you want me to work in a hotel?
this is a man I know from Africa.
Your pics are near beaches and hotels. What is job? You have work you can give to others near or far. Happy New Year.
This is Saturday at 5:09 p.m. Today's Sunday. Oh, pizza's gonna be going in here soon. It's like, I don't even know, it's like 6 something, I think. Browns finished off our season 7 and 10.
Good to hear. Grace is sufficient for us.
Wait, I wrote to him first.
I do not operate in slavery. I do not give jobs. I live in the grace of God.
So this guy's trying to get me to get him a job. They think that America is like this great country with all this dollars just flying all over us, you know? Well, I kind of do. It's just how it goes.
Yes. So therefore stop asking for work to make yourself a slave.
It's okay. Let's try to handle
What
this.
do you want me ask from you?
Oh my God, they think that us Americans, like, we provide these little gifts like on a string.
God is already providing for you. I am in America anyway, so what could an American do for you when you are in a different country? Pay attention.
Every now and then, there's these people, pay attention, this is awesome. He says, what? He continues,
Mr. Jason, thanks for responding to me. However, you are in America. I have never been to America before. Yes, God is providing for me. I just felt to ask you that. I know there's something you can do.
oh my God.
America is a destitute land of great extreme desolation. Why you would want anything out of America makes no sense. These people are a bunch of fucking losers. There's only 320 million people in this nation, which is... You know what? I'll tell you exactly how much smaller it is. I mean, how much bigger it is than the European Union. I'll be right back. Hold on.
Okay, I'm waiting to hear from you again. What do you have to say?
Okay, so he says he's waiting to hear from me again, very quiet voice.
Alright, sir, so here's the thing, okay? The United States of America is in terms of size, is more than 3 times bigger, well, about just pretty about three times the size of the European Union, all of the European Union, okay?
This keeps going though.
The number of people who live here, it's only about 320 million people. There's less people who live in this country in a bigger place than all of the EU, the European Union, for example.
It's like,
Actually, you know what? You can double Alaska by itself, and then now it's the size of the EU.
by itself.
Germany, France, Belgium, Brussels, all that up there, Norway, Finland, Greece.
Italy. So I'm making a point, hey dude, just let's just compare these two. This kid's good.
He said, yes, tell me more. I'm listening. Tell me more.
I'm amazed at the ignorance people have. They look at they think America's all these pretty lights and dollar bills floating all over the place. Which we do have dollar bills floating all over the place. Crimes.
The people in this country are poor. We've got more homeless people on the streets than the whole world combined. They don't take care of their people. They're sick. They're dying. Obesity, the highest in the world. 3 out of every 4 people
Wow.
have either had or currently have an STD. 21% right now in America have an STD. They're all on drugs. They're alcoholics.
Hey, Mr. Jason, what you're telling me sounds new because when I look at the media, what I see,
The media.
it is like your country is one of the good countries.
It looks like one of the good countries.
It's supposed to be. What you're telling me sounds different. We Africans like your country. It is difficult to convince me that I can't come to your country.
The media.
Country.
They do a damn good job, the media does.
Outside here,
Lies. This is just a fraud of the United States of America. People are so ignorant to this, though.
The people in this country are poor. We've got more homeless people on the streets than no.
Amy suggestion what you're telling me.
My bro, you are lucky to live in Africa. The stuff that you're listening to is just a bunch of media, marketing, making it look good. You can make anything look good. You can make Antarctica look like the coolest, warmest place with the nicest beaches. if you want to close your mind and eyes to the truth, just imagine Antarctica with the nicest beaches and palm trees in the whole world, okay? From CNN, Fox News, ABC, CBS, NBC.
Well, you know what I forgot to say, though? I wasn't trying to get every single area, but just some massive issues people are missing. Okay, we're the sickest nation in the world. I'm putting my pizza in, okay? Hold on a second. How is it possible? How is this possible that we have the highest illiteracy rate in the world? Highest illiterate, not in the world, the developed world. The highest infant mortality rate in the developed world, yet we allowed, by the individual states or individual countries, which I like to compare this to the EU a lot, because they have their individuality by their states, by their countries, they call them. Here we call them states, but they're supposed to be countries. Our federal government is so out of control with their spending. $30 trillion. The EU Commission, they don't have that same kind of thing that we do with all this debt. Who the hell would lend money to this country? £80 billion. It's actually over 100 billion pounds. I just recently heard through Feeding America. Hold on a second. I'll see it here. We've got 500 to 600,000 homeless people every single day, every single night, and that's just what's in the shelters and on the street. A third of them are on the streets. How many pounds of food goes to landfill every year?
According to Feeding America, how much food waste is there in the United States?
This is sick.
Each year, 119 billion pounds of food is wasted in the United States. That equates to 130 billion meals and more than $408 billion in food thrown away each year. 130
billion meals? Or 130 million meals on the more than 100 billion pounds of food just gets thrown away. That's how rich we are. No, this food in this country, they're throwing it away for a reason. But hey, listen, I'm still all for the food banks. What's up, man? And $400 billion worth of food just gets thrown away. That's because people are just stupid. That's the problem with America. They're just stupid. How do you have the highest illiteracy rate in the developed world, yet we push the white supremacy education on people the way we do? That's the only thing I can think of. And then, of course, yes, I already mentioned, the drugs are just running galore in this country. I'm doing the best I can to really give people the truth. Like, whoa, hold on a second. This is just great, good stuff. I mean, I'm just flabbergasted by how people, they fall for it. And I've fallen for things too. I was so gullible to so much of this stuff. I'm going to go over 10 minutes just for the hell of it. Oh, and then let me just find that one about the homelessness thing. That's just despicable. They don't allow that. How many homeless people in America?
Here is some information about United States. The U.S. is a country of 50 states.
How many homeless people in America?
According to Becker Friedman Institute, the University of Chicago, On any given night, there are about 500,000 to 600,000 people experiencing homelessness in the United States.
That should not happen.
One-third sleeping on the streets and the rest in shelters.
That should not happen. That shouldn't happen. They don't allow that in other nations. They come pick you up and give you, put you into their home government housing. And then you just stay. Oh my God! I mean, literally, Cleveland. I've heard that we've had more than 2,000 just in Cleveland. I've heard in St. Petersburg, straight across from here in the I-4, there's more than 15,000 people. I mean, I've lost count how many people here off the streets. In Daytona Beach, that's one of the worst, But I mean, obviously, like in Ormond Beach, you're gonna have them in Port Orange, South Daytona. Maybe some in New Smyrna Beach. I don't know, but I mean, it's the thing is, we live in a transaction country. They don't know how to speak any other language other than buy this, pay that. Or wait, you're gonna buy this, you pay this much. Buy that, pay this much. Whatever. I don't know how well I'm doing this. Maybe I'm meant to like just not know what I'm doing with this whole video because. I just love to get this out to people. That like they just flabbergasted. They're like, wait a minute, really? You telling me that people are poor in America? He says, "Oh my, oh." I think it's absolutely hilarious, though. To hear the reaction from people when they hear the truth about America from a man who denounces all it is American right here in this country, to tell you the truth about this country. These people they're putting children into bondage. The single parent mentality is don't let this child become bigger than mommy and daddy or either one of us. We want to oppress as much as we possibly can. That's what's happening in this country, and I'm still learning how bad it is in this country. Anyway, I'll just go ahead and stop this now, but I'm glad to get some of these things out for you guys. I mean, I get people all the time. My books is part of it, because people are buying my books in strange parts of the world I've never heard of. And then, of course, Facebook. I love Facebook. It's a company that doesn't pay any kind of dividends. Amazon doesn't pay dividends. Obviously, Tesla. They're American companies, and they're so profitable, but people get mad about them not paying taxes. Who the hell would want to invest in this country? And we have the four biggest creditors are, ready for this one? Russia and China, top two. And I mean, China's got $1 trillion invested in this country in treasury bonds. And then, of course, 3 and 4, Canada and Mexico. That's why people don't want to mess with this country. They got so much money invested in this country. Instead, they come inside from within and destroy the country. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Get a lot of people sick because they just depend on these things called doctors instead of just living their own lives. The people in this country, they're followers of the media, and they want to make an. If there's, what? Maybe part of this video is for me to show you how not together I am, how much I don't have it together, because I want to show people that we're not all as pretty and prestigious as we really are. They make it the way we make it out to be.